Ever feel like your cat is giving you the cold shoulder at mealtime? Like you just poured their favorite kibble, and they're just staring at you with those judgmental cat eyes? Well, you're not alone. Trust me, I've been there. My cat, Cermet, once refused to eat for a whole day because I opened a can of tuna too loudly. Cats, am I right? They're basically furry little emperors disguised as pets. But don't worry, your highness will be eating out of your hand again in no time. In this video, we're diving deep into the top 5 reasons why your cat might be staging a hunger strike, and more importantly, how to get them back to their food-obsessed selves. Okay, let's be real. Some cats are just straight-up picky eaters. They can be incredibly finicky, turning their noses up at food that they loved just yesterday. They're like the Gordon Ramsay of the pet world, constantly sniffing and judging their food with a critical eye, as if they're on a culinary show. One minute, they're obsessed with chicken, devouring it like it's the best thing ever. The next, they're all about that salmon life, completely ignoring the chicken. It's enough to make your head spin. You find yourself constantly guessing what their next favorite meal will be. But don't worry, there are ways to deal with these tiny food critics. It just takes a bit of patience and creativity. First off, try switching up their food. Variety is the spice of life, even for cats. Maybe they're just bored with the same old kibble. Imagine eating the same thing every day. You can also try adding some tasty toppers like a sprinkle of catnip or a dollop of wet food. Mixing different types of food can make mealtime more exciting. And hey, if all else fails, just pretend like you're not interested in whether they eat or not. Sometimes, a little reverse psychology can go a long way. Reverse psychology works on toddlers. Maybe it works on cats too. Give it a try and see if your feline friend takes the bait. You know how sometimes you just want to curl up in a ball and ignore the world when you're stressed? Well, you're not alone. Cats are the same way, except instead of curling up in a ball, they just stare at you with those big, accusing eyes and refuse to eat. It's like they're silently judging you for every little thing. Cats are creatures of habit, so even the smallest changes can throw them off. They thrive on routine and predictability. Did you move their food bowl, get a new rug, breathe too loudly? Even the tiniest alteration in their environment can be a big deal for them. Any of these things could send your cat into a tailspin. They might start acting out or just seem off. So if your cat suddenly stops eating, think about any recent changes in your home. It could be something as simple as a new piece of furniture or a different scent. And if you can't figure anything out, don't worry, you're not alone. Many cat owners face the same puzzling behavior. Cats are weird and mysterious creatures, and sometimes they're just stressed for no reason. It's part of their charm and their challenge. Okay, this one is important. While most of the time a cat not eating is just them being their usual quirky selves, sometimes it can be a sign of something more serious. If your cat's appetite change is sudden and drastic, or if they're showing other symptoms like vomiting, lethargy, or weight loss, it's time to call your vet ASAP. Don't try to diagnose your cat yourself using WebMD. You're not a veterinarian, and trust me, you don't want to be Googling cat hairball versus intestinal blockage at 3 in the morning. Imagine trying to enjoy a delicious cheeseburger with a pounding toothache. Not very fun, right? Well, cats can get dental problems too, and just like us, it can make eating a real pain in the you-know-what. If your cat is pawing at their mouth, drooling excessively, or has bad breath, a toothache might be the culprit. And just like with any other health concern, it's best to get it checked out by a professional. Because let's be real, you don't want to be responsible for your cat's dental bills. Those things are no joke. Okay, imagine eating the same bowl of cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. Sounds pretty boring, right? Now think about how you would feel if that was your only option. Day after day, you'd probably start dreading mealtime. Well, that's what it's like for your cat if you keep feeding them the same food day in and day out. They get bored. Just like us, cats crave variety and excitement in their meals. And when cats get bored, they get creative. They might start exploring the house, looking for something more interesting to do or eat. And by creative, I mean they might decide to stage a hunger strike until you present them with a more appealing culinary masterpiece. They could even start meowing incessantly, demanding something new and exciting. So what's a cat parent to do? It can be challenging to figure out how to keep your feline friends satisfied and happy. Well, you can try switching up their food, offering them a variety of flavors and textures. Experiment with different brands and types of cat food to see what they like best. You can also try incorporating some food puzzles or interactive feeders to make mealtime more engaging. These tools can stimulate their minds and make eating more fun. Who knows, maybe your cat is a foodie in disguise. By adding some variety and excitement to their meals, you might just discover their hidden gourmet preferences. So, there you have it, folks. The top 5 reasons why your cat might be giving their food bowl the stink eye, and more importantly, how to get them back to their usual food-loving selves. Remember, every cat is different, so what works for one cat might not work for another. Just be patient, persistent, and don't be afraid to get a little silly with it. After all, who can resist a cat doing tricks for treats? If you found this video helpful, or just plain funny, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more cat-tastic content. And as always, thanks for watching.